to get things started, it's another rising Afro talent dropping into our HQ. Now, some of you may recognise Lawrence Rowe as one quarter of Time to Shine's all-star gospel group, Divine Divine. But now, this young man has opened a new chapter, stepping out on his own with debut EP 19 Expressions. So with a new year signalling a new beginning, we wanted to know what 2014 holds for Lawrence Rowe.
Just breathe.
Lawrence Rowe, my man, great to have you in the house.
Thank you for having me, mate.
Now, a guy who came onto many people's radar via the competition Time to Shine, but now you're on a solo path. Tell us a little bit what's going on with you as a solo artist.
Oh, well, I've been singing for a long time. So before I even joined Time to Shine and into that competition, I was literally doing my thing for ages, always writing songs. I really took it seriously when I went to the Brit School for Performing Arts, and that literally where I was just birthed, like right there in that school, really trying to just get into nitty-gritty of music and what I wanted to do and who I wanted to become.
Tell us a little bit about that debut EP, Expressions. What can we expect from it?
You can expect live. It's a live record, so you've got live instruments recording on all the tracks. It's semi-acoustic as well as that with big band songs as well. You can expect 19 different pieces of me. I called it 19 Expressions, one because I turned 19 the year I did it, as well as there's so many different expressions, there's so many different emotions and feelings and stories that I cover within the EP.
I don't want this to affect my day-to-day life. There's things that I need to let go and live right. I don't want this to affect my day-to-day life. There's things that I need to let go and live right. Free your mind, let your light shine on by. I just want to be free. Free your mind.
Listening to your material, I get a real sense that the vocal is of huge importance. You know, it's completely stripped back, a lot of it, especially on the EP.
Yeah.
Is it like that? And is that because you come from a gospel background?
I think always growing up in church, you're surrounded by singers. Like literally, that's what it is. You're constantly surrounded by singers and good singers, as we like to call it. Like literally, it's a thing where the vocal is a real importance in what I do, and growing up in church, it didn't enable me to hone in on those skills, singing in the church choir and doing lead solo stuff, and really it really just took me to a place where I knew that with my first project, I really wanted to display a really strong vocal.
Divine, you were one of the original members. What's happened there?
DD, I've got much respect and love for them as always. It literally just got to a point where when you've always been hungry for something, and you've always had a focus and a vision for something, and that for me was always doing Lawrence Rowe, and Divine was a great part of my journey, but I just wanted to take the step out and really just go out and just take the risk.
Every day, every night, every minute of my life, no more emptiness inside, you complete me. Oh, 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 I just wanna say, oh.
So 2013 was a big year for you. You released your debut EP.
Yeah.
You also starred in the epic ensemble that is Amen Corner. Tell us a little bit about that experience. What was that like?
Amen Corner was phenomenal, James. Literally, I've never been a part of a big production like that, a play like that, but it was just a great experience. When I look back from the rehearsals when we first started out to then hitting it to my first ever show at the National, I was like, wow, it's actually here. Like this the direction of Rufus. Rufus was the director from National Theatre, and I think he just envisioned something so powerful to tell such a phenomenal story, from James Baldwin, and it was just such a great experience.
This new chapter as a solo artist, 2014, what does it bring? I know Expressions Volume 2 is on the way.
Yeah.
What can we expect, and where can people keep it locked to find out more info?
I think Expressions Volume 2 is going to bring out a different side, more of an emotional side of me. I don't tend to talk about my feelings, but I'm excited I know the songs that's going to be on there. I don't want to reveal anything as yet, but there are also a couple of places for unsure songs, but you know when you're like, how much do you want to give? How vulnerable do you want to put your whole heart on the table? Because at the end of the day,
magic.
That's the magic. But then we also got to be real. The public can be so critical of what you do, and then again it comes with risk. You've got to take a risk sometimes as a musician. So I'm excited for what people are going to hear on the new EP. It's gonna be a whole lot more heart.